of the bold
You see
letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
Hey, let's go.
They'll look to run with Freeman.
You waiting on that one.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Ryan able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Benny Logan in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
What the?
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good.
Who that time? I mean, that's what that time we played. We went to overtime and tied the score.
The short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them off to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle section.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0. Winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
They'll run again here with West. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Double. Set. Line 80.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump
here.
here.
I always flag Griff.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Slot. 50. Check. Yellow. Check 50. Slot.
On 3rd down. That's West. West wiggles free, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation.
We needed that, man.
Staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball
He tried to get us, we needed that time.
Smith turns and gives to West. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to get it back
Okay,
to the
let's go.
41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Hey, check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Safety creep.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Hey, 51's alive, ready.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I ain't seen Swain in a while.
Hand it to someone with
but I ain't been on in a while.
And good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Freeman.
Oh, you bounced off of that man.
On this play, being knocked back to the 18. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Yes, sir. Huh?
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's got this one down to the 10. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I was taking the field goal after that one.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line.
I was going to take that field goal after that.
Scoring zone,
after that play.
On the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now West. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 16. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
Here's Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
All righty.
All right, man.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Dancing to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And give him a gain of 37. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. Regular.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Tiger. Four down.
They run it here. Where? And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone?
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. And that's the connection, Ryan, to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. 50-50.
This is West, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a toss. This is West. And he's got room. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 3rd down, it's West, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Hey, gun.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
No, I'm looking at the game. Nigga, ain't nobody asleep.
The Chiefs
I
on
couldn't get him
third
back down there to get
They've
that ball.
converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
Dude,
Picked up by
wait till you come out
Keanu.
here.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 30.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going.
That's what I've been doing.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Move to it, see?
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go.
When I got mine,
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points.
Yes, I do.
Boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league
for
for
a
a
while.
while. He's been around since 2002. Out now, the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, just a little time to try something. It's coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And going deep for Hill. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
25.
On second down, here's Ryan. Escapes the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 63 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion
Right,
about,
we
hey,
got
we
the
can seal
skills.
this ball.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
To take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score
Look,
game
on that little
opportunity
move right
eludes them,
there, that
and
little
now
fumble
a
he
chance
made
for the
you
other
do.
side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make
you
some
talking about
plays
them hits?
themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On the toss, there goes West. A beautiful fake. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Play action. It's Smith. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And some room to maneuver.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him.
Ouch.
Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he
I
knew they were
think
coming. He just
they're
fumbled
going
it.
to
Yeah,
burn
he
with
knew it.
luck
The
to
offensive
get
line knew it.
to
Everyone did.
pick
Yet the
it up.
pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Hey, what?
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
It wouldn't give me an option. I couldn't kick
Here's
my field goal.
Bosher to kick
It
it
don't give you
away.
a chance to kick your field goal. Well, I never have done it.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, with a juke. And his
then
guys are
slide
going
it
to
to
start
the
their
left
drive right
or
at
right,
the
whichever.
20-yard
I know that,
line.
so
Now the Chiefs
next time I
offense,
will.
they get ready to head on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll be a second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
I noticed.
Losing 6 yards there to bring up fourth.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Or one
Credited with a
or two
1-yard
buttons
gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Ryan now off the bootleg. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99%
Look at the game, man.
of the
About to ready to give it
time,
a
make a
ball
play
here.
on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He got 29 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Hey, let's go.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction it starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look, and now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here. But the play is actually happening over there, and that's where running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coleman now. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 15 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run
I
back
hope
out
it
there and
don't
go,
until
totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Tight end right. Tight end right. We got 4.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dontari Poe. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to go deep for Conley. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Smith.
Here we go.
Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Under 10.
Freeman again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just about on his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
He got 29 yards that time.
Back up. Ready? Watch twist.
To the air again, Smith. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure. And
the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
4 down. Alert.
On second down, here's Smith. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long, it's Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun.
1 o'clock, I ain't got to give y'all tomorrow, man. We're later on the day. I'll let y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, man. God bless one, man. Keep y'all tomorrow.
This one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 34 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Strong right.
On 1st down, Smith. He's going to go deep for Conley. And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Wide, get wide.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
21, let's go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop?
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake.
You had me on that
the
one,
extra
boy.
point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
115, don't need no fumble.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right?
You
Make sure he's
down,
touching
man.
the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it. Freeman powers through, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
And there's your dagger right there. I tell you, there's a lot of coaches in the league that would not have gone for it on 4th down. But with a 2-score lead, they roll the dice. Get the 1st down, and that should be enough to salt this one away.
They toss to Freeman. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Let's go. Slam. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. Double up.
Now the pitch to Freeman. He finds some open field here. And taking it across midfield
Good
and
game,
inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep.
Yeah, I got my daily. How many interceptions? You threw quite a bit of interceptions, about 8 interceptions. No more, huh? Yeah, we're Shoot, man, so better lay it down, brothers. You brothers have a blessed night and a better day tomorrow. Now, catch y'all later. Alrighty.
Cause, but I still know. Got 100 different in my